Good morning, everybody. Mark Finan here in the home weather office on this Monday morning. It's now the 10th day of March 2025. This is the morning briefing coming to you from the home weather office. And as I look out the window, it's sunny, but there's some high clouds out there. Today, the skies won't be quite as blue as what we saw yesterday. We'll see some clouds, but any sort of rain between today and tomorrow will be confined to Southern California. I'll show you the rain in Southern California. But the biggest thing for Northern and Central California is going to be the rain and snow we're expecting Wednesday and Thursday, as well as maybe another chance on Friday. I'm going to focus more on that first part, that Wednesday, Thursday, and I'm going to talk about snow levels and snow amounts. I've ballparked some snow totals going through some of the model data, and I'll get to all of that in a little bit. But either way, it looks like it's going to be a really good snow for the Sierra, much needed. We really could use the snowpack, but obviously a big headache if you need to travel over the pass on Wednesday and Thursday. And again, maybe on Friday, but I'll get to all of that in just a minute. Let's start off with what is happening this morning. After the time change this weekend, the satellite at the hour that I record this, it's currently 8:08 a.m. as I'm recording this. The satellite does not have enough sunlight on it now, so we don't have the pure visible view. Instead, we just see the high clouds coming up here. But the big feature is this low spinning around off the coast. Now, about 10 days ago or so, the models were indicating that here on the 10th that we could see some nice rain in Northern California. Instead, what has eventually resolved itself is that we just have a cutoff low here that is eventually going to go into Southern California, bringing some rain during the day tomorrow. But once you go north of, let's say, the Central Coast and up to the north, all we'll be seeing are these high, thin clouds both today and again during the day tomorrow. So let's talk about some of this rain that we are expecting for Southern California especially. And here's the way the HRRR, the High Resolution Rapid Refresh model, shows it. And as we go through the day today, this is around 5 o'clock this afternoon, so Southern California during the daylight hours does stay dry today. That low, cutoff lows usually move pretty slowly. So even though that thing is spinning around off the coast, it's not going to make rapid progress inland. So any outdoor activities today in northern, Southern California, as well as the Sierra, are just fine. Let's get into the day on Tuesday. Now, this is Tuesday morning around 6 a.m. Then we are seeing some rain showers from the Central Coast down past Santa Barbara and now all the way down into San Diego. But nothing in Northern California, nothing even into the Sierra. Some of the showers may get as far north as Fresno. This is around midday on Tuesday. But yeah, it does look as though Tuesday is going to be a wet day in Southern California. They could use some rain. I don't think it's going to be enough rain to cause any major issues. And then that rain dissipates as we head into Tuesday night. And then this model will only go as far as the overnight hours. This is around 5 a.m. on Wednesday, and then Northern California seeing the leading edge of the next round of rain. But let's go to the precip totals, total precip accumulation, because I do want to highlight what we're going to see in Southern California. As you can see right now, LA, it's reporting 0.71. Some of the mountainous areas may see a little bit more. It does look as though this isn't going to be one of those cases where it all comes down at once, but we are going to see a good soaking rain in Southern California. And again, most of that is during the daylight hours on Tuesday. Not going to really talk about Northern California because that's just the leading edge of what's coming in. All right, to get into the day on Wednesday and Thursday, for that, we need the North American model, North American mesoscale model, really. And so with that, let's go through the next couple of days. Same thing. This is showing the rain in Southern California on Tuesday and then leaving Northern California dry on Tuesday. This is Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. I'm going to stop this at 8 a.m. Wednesday. So yeah, this is the morning commute on Wednesday. Starting to get a little breezy, but the models aren't indicating anything in the way of, well, let's say damaging winds or really harmful winds. It'll be breezy on Wednesday, but I don't think, I mean, we could see gusts around 35 maybe, but not seeing the gusts of 40, 45, 50. At least not down on the valley floor. In the high Sierra, yeah, it'll be quite windy in the high Sierra, but down on the valley floor and on the west slope of the Sierra, it'll be breezy, but I don't expect to see really howling winds. Now, as this starts, I'll back this up to 8 a.m. again. The snow level will be up around 5,000, maybe 5,500 feet, something like that. So that's at sunrise and very early Wednesday morning. But the snow level is going to drop. And it's that drop that will eventually bring snow down to 4,000 feet, 3,500 feet, and maybe even all the way down to 3,000 feet as we get into very early Thursday. This is Wednesday afternoon, and this is the main front right here. I know it's kind of tough to see, but this purple line right here, that's the 540 thickness line. Let me back that up, and you can see that the 540 thickness line on Wednesday morning is back off the coast. And then as that line of heavier rain comes in, you have the best dynamics with the cold air clashing with the warmer air, if you will. So that's the colder air coming in, squeezing out the best rain, and that's going to help to drop the snow levels. So this is at 5 o'clock on Wednesday. So the evening commute in the valley, bleh. On the west slope, by then we will be seeing the snow level drop down below 5,000 feet. And then after the sun goes down, we'll see that snow level drop even more, likely dropping below 4,000 feet and even 3,500 feet. This is 8 p.m. on Wednesday. On Wednesday night, the rain in the valley becomes more showery and will continue with a more on-again, off-again shower routine as we head into the day on Thursday. This is Thursday morning. And the snow levels will be lower. However, the snow rates will be decreasing. Let me explain that a little bit. So here on Wednesday night in the Sierra, it's snowing at 2 inches an hour. So it's dumping in the Sierra. And the snow level has dropped, like I said, down to or maybe even below 4,000 feet. However, as we get into the day on Thursday, the rate of snow decreases. It goes down to maybe 1 inch an hour in the high Sierra, and in the lower elevations, maybe a half of an inch per hour or something like that. But that's when you're going to see your best snow is on Thursday on those lower elevations, and then gradually things dry out as we head into Thursday night. Now, if I was still doing my television thing, I'd put together a fancy graphic, and instead I just wrote down some numbers that I'll just read to you. So like I said, if I was doing my TV thing, I'd already have this graphic in mind. So let's say 6,000 feet and up, and now this is Wednesday and Thursday. So 6,000 feet and up. So this includes Donner Summit, Echo Summit, Highway 88, 108, all of the elevations above 6,000 feet. We're looking at 3 to 4 feet of snow between Wednesday and Thursday, because it's going to start as snow, be all snow, and snow, like I said, 2 inches an hour for a while. So obviously a huge impact on travel. Wouldn't be surprised if sometime during the day on Wednesday, they even hold traffic on Interstate 80 just because of spinouts or maybe whiteouts, that sort of thing. So the headline is going to be 3 to 4 feet of snow heading to the Sierra. However, as you come down the hill, you get down to 5,000 feet where it may start as rain or at least have that slushy mix for a while during the day on Wednesday. Here, I'd be thinking something more in the range of 18 to 24, but still a couple of feet of snow at 5,000 feet. That's probably the most significant snow we've seen at 5,000 this year. Let's come down to 4,000 feet. So for those of you in Pollock Pines and Arnold and other locations around 4,000 feet, something around 8 to 12. But again, keep in mind that during the day Wednesday, you start as rain, and then you get that changeover on Wednesday evening, and then it snows Wednesday night, it snows Thursday, but at a lighter rate. So at Pollock Pines, I don't think we've had 8 to 12 in Pollock Pines yet this year. I know we've had some, but this will probably be the best snow at 4,000. 3,500 feet, 4 to 8. Something like that. And now down to 3,000 feet, impacting many more communities, maybe 3 to 5. That's the ballpark numbers that I've got for you right now. Now, again, I'll look at these again with the next model runs that come in, and then again during the day tomorrow. So those are the first ballpark numbers I've got for you on that. And hopefully that will help you out. We could see some snow below 3,000. We may see a dusting down to 2,500 or something like that. But when I was doing the TV thing and we get into a case like this, I never tried to chase the lowest snowflake. Some people would try to say it's going to snow at 1,800 or 1,850 or whatever it might be. let's talk about where it's actually going to be impactful snow. And the best impactful snow is going to be above 3,000 feet, and especially those elevations between 3,000 and 4,000 feet. And like I said, for those elevations, it could be the best snow we've had so far this year. And when I say that, I'm talking about especially in places like Lassen County, Plumas County, and all the way down to El Dorado and Amador counties. I know into Tuolumne and Mariposa counties, we had some pretty good snow at 4,000 from the last one that went by, but that didn't impact those counties farther to the north. So again, those are ballpark numbers for you, and we'll be probably tweaking those numbers as models come in. But during the day today, Monday, and during the day tomorrow, yeah, if I lived at 3,500 or 4,000 feet, I'd just be doing the usual stuff I would do to get ready for some snow coming our way. I know those elevations almost always see some snow every winter. It's more of a rare thing when we don't see snow at 3,500 or 4,000 feet, at least a couple of times during the year. But it looks as though this could be a pretty good one for those elevations. All right, let's go back to the graphics. So what about the valley and rain? For that, let's go over to precip accumulation. All right, so this is Wednesday and Thursday for the valley, showing about an inch, a little bit less than the San Joaquin Valley. Typical rain shadow events, so places like Tracy, Patterson, and Newman along I-5 here, very little rain, but you go over to the west side of the valley, I should say the east side of the valley, areas like Roseville, probably more like an inch and a half, and I'd say the same thing in Ione and Plymouth. And then you get up toward Placerville, and you're probably talking about a couple of inches of rain. And then all of this, of course, would be water in this in terms of snow. And as you can see, as I put that over there, 3.04. So even if you did a 10 to 1, that's 30 inches of snow, and it's actually going to be better than that, which is why we say 3 to 4 feet of snow for the Sierra. All right, let's go longer out in time because, as I mentioned, the models are indicating maybe another one coming through on Friday. So this is the GFS, and this is the 6Z GFS, another victim of the time change that as I'm recording this, we don't have the 12Z GFS in just yet. The GFS updates every 6 hours, and so we have to go with the overnight run as opposed to the morning run because of the time change. Another victim of daylight saving. Anyway, so that's the storm that goes by Wednesday, Thursday. Now, yesterday, I was thinking we may be able to squeak by on Friday, and somebody in the comments section said, oh, good, I can get Friday golf in. Well, most recent run says maybe not so fast. This is Friday around midday. Shows rain, probably not a lot, but the cold air remains. The 540 thickness line is right in here, indicating we could see snow once again at and below 4,000 feet. And then we see showers. Saturday looks okay, and then maybe another one comes by on Sunday, not as robust as what we'll likely see on Wednesday and Thursday. So yeah, today dry, tomorrow dry, good days to work outside, that sort of thing, or maybe getting around to golf or whatever it might be that you do. But on Wednesday, for the valley, let's say, yeah, rain for the morning commute, rain for the evening commute. Wind does not look like an issue, except in the high Sierra. If you're planning on skiing Wednesday while it's snowing, when I skied, I kind of liked to ski when it was snowing. Nobody was there, and you had a fresh powder yourself. Anyway, wouldn't be surprised if on Wednesday they'll do some lift holds because of the winds up on the ridge tops. But once you get down onto the west slope, it'll be breezy Wednesday, but wind is not one of those factors. If you look at, when a storm would come in, you look at wind, rain, and snow as the, three things you got to pay attention to. And of those three, snow looks as though this is the number one concern with this one. Rain secondarily, but even an inch of rain in the valley isn't going to cause us any issues. Not worried about streams, creeks, nothing like that. And then wind would be the third thing, So snow is the most important this time around. Rain, and then wind, probably not so much. So I'll be looking more at those snow totals, those ballpark snow totals that I gave you. And again, I don't have fancy weather graphics here in the home weather office, but I'm still doing the TV thing. That's one of the things we always do is like, okay, where's the snow level going to be? How much snow are we going to get at the various elevations? And so I just ballparked it here at home, but I don't have a fancy graphic to go along with it. But I hope that helped. That's everything I've got for you on this Monday morning. Make it a great day. I'll talk with you later.